Hi, my fellow Virgos. Welcome to your reading for October 2021. This is going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, always. Those intuitively guided to the reading or the channel. And maybe you don't know if you have Virgo in your chart. It doesn't really matter. Just trust your intuition. You know, we are going to be dealing with, we are dealing with Mercury retrograde. Started September 27th, and that is our ruling planet. So, I think when you know that it's coming, you can prepare for it, right? Because you can have problems with electronics, communication. Mercury is a mediator between the gods and mortals. So think of it that way. I don't know. I just feel like there's always something, even though Mercury retrograde can be a little draining for us, I also feel like there's always something that comes out of it for us. This is the last Mercury retrograde for the 2021 season. Yay. Anyways, let's get into your reading again for October 2021. The time is fluid. Many of you are finding readings from years ago, and you're resonating with them, and I already know that. I know when I do my readings, they're really kind of timeless, even though, of course we're going to talk about things that are happening now, but sometimes we're not ready to hear what we need to hear, or we don't hear it at that point, and then you go back and you visit a video and you're like, oh, now it all makes sense. So just trust in that. All right, we're going to start with the Mother Mary deck. I'm going to bring the lid down so you can see it clearly, and let's begin. We have faith. Faith. I have faith in God to heal this situation. I have faith in God to heal this situation. Beautiful card, beautiful energy. And I have to tell you, I know a lot of people right now, my daughter included, who are going through very difficult situations. Like why? Her landlord passed away, and they were great friends, but then the kids now are selling the house, so she has to move just like that. Things like that. Sam's kids are experiencing a lot of difficulties, so I feel like this is a period of time where it's saying just keep the faith. Things will work out as they're meant to. All right, I'm going to use the Light Seers for you, Virgo. One of my new favorite decks, I have to say. I pulled out one of my old decks and I was going to use that for you, but then, I don't know, the Light Seers deck just kept calling to me. So, following my intuition. Already pre-shuffled. To me, a perfect example of, and maybe this means nothing, of Mercury retrograde is when many of have been here for a while, and when I bought this desk, it's glass top, and then I realized you guys can see my legs and my feet, and I didn't like that. Not that I have anything against my legs and feet, but I felt like the desktop needed to be painted. So I got paint, and instead of taking the legs off and painting underneath, I was lazy, so I did the top. And now I'm seeing why I should have done it underneath, so I'm going to have to do it again. So maybe the moral of that story is do it right the first time, and you won't have to do it again, Sandy. Okay, let's begin. Well, we open up with our major arcana, the Hermit, card of Virgo. We have the King of Cups, can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be any of them. I'm going to try to get the majority of the cards up before I start speaking. Although I do notice the Hermit is emerging from the cave. You know, it's almost like September. You had till September, and now you're emerging from the cave. But with this beacon of light, this Hermit is shining her light on this King of Cups. King of Cups looks like he's receiving it, like subconsciously. We have the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Bring these down a little bit. We have the Lovers, card of Gemini, also the ruling planet of Mercury. So interesting, the Virgo and Gemini here, both with the same ruling planet. We have the Nine of Cups. Now, I did notice that they showed in reverse. I don't feel them in reverse, but I'm going to keep that in mind. We have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords coming under that Ten of Swords. You know, I feel like for some of you, this is the situation that's changing. I feel like you've been in something that, I don't know, kind of like robbed your joy. It's stolen your joy away. You know, Ten of Swords is the energy of other people, their words, their actions. The swords are usually piercing, or no, not always piercing. It's usually 3 or 4 swords that are piercing the skin, and the rest can go. So I feel like some of you have been dealing with some tricky situations. You have the Seven of Swords, which is just that, tricky, can be untrustworthy. I don't know if some of you may, if this is relating to this King of Cups, because under him is the Nine of Cups, and that's an independent energy. So, you know, and listen, for some of you, this can mean a change in jobs, or a change in relationships. Now, the change to me, even if it may feel difficult in the beginning, definitely feels worth it, because it brings out the Nine of Cups for you. And the Nine of Cups is really a time when you are feeling satisfied within. You're feeling happy and fulfilled. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. And we have the High Priestess. Now, I know many of you who have begun spiritual type businesses, and, you know, or healing, like Reiki, whatever it is. I feel many of you, there's a lot of you I know who, and listen, this may be because of, you know, I got let go from my job, or there was dissatisfaction within, you know, my workplace. I feel that, you know, there's a part of you that independently wants to come out. It's almost like there's not a satisfaction with what I have, whatever that may be. There just doesn't seem to be a satisfaction with that. And I feel like what happened because of that, it may have brought someone into your life, or it's bringing someone into your life who is much more like-minded than what you had now, whether it's a relationship or work. Excuse me. You know, it's so crazy. As soon as I start reading, I want to cough. Anyways, let's try to get the last two cards out. We have the Sun card of Leo. I feel like, with the Sun coming under the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, I feel like this is illumination over anything that is not benefiting you, anything that seems to be robbing your joy. This can be, I just feel like because the Seven of Swords is here, which again can be untrustworthy energy, but the Sun is here, so nothing can hide from that. I feel like some of you are really seeing these swords, this Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You're really seeing it. You're seeing it on the effect that it had in your life, even in the areas that, it kind of held you back. I feel like nobody, well, I shouldn't say nobody, but, change is hard. But a lot of times it takes us right to where we need to go. So I feel like a lot of you have begun, your own type of business, some type of creative venue, avenue. You have the ability to have true success in that. This says if you put your focus in, I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles, if you put your focus in it, it's guaranteed to grow, because this is success. And it's based off of your wisdom, your lessons, what you have learned, your knowledge from walking this earth, all of that. And then the High Priestess beside that, I love that. A very intuitive type energy, right? This is your higher self. The Sun's right beside that, so your intuition seems to be on fire. Now we have the Lovers above the Nine of Pentacles, and the Lovers is a head over heart decision. That's the meaning of the card, but it's also a connection. I mean, looks like love to me. And and it may be love with someone that you least expected. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but I feel like for some of you, this is talking about, let's just say, a partnership that you really didn't expect, and it feels different from what you've had. You know what I mean? We have the Star. Wow. First of all, it's the card of Aquarius, but this is about your dreams, your hopes, and your wishes. I love that it's coming right next to the Sun, so I feel like this is saying you shall have that, right? If I put the effort in, then your dreams will come true. Um, Ten of Swords next to that Three of Pentacles, I feel like in the past someone has shut you down or shut your ideas down. I also feel like, it can be the energy of what people tell you, you're not good at this or you'll never succeed at that, but it's just not true because the reading is showing that it is your unique self that's important here. We also have the Five of Cups right underneath that, and that's the energy of missing someone from my past. But the Star is under that. So this could certainly talk about someone of the past re-emerging. I don't feel like with this type of energy, especially the Sun and the High Priestess together, I don't feel like anybody could come in against you, or let's say you worry that someone will come in, whether it be in work or in love. There could certainly be the energy of can I trust? Can I trust again? The Sun's saying yes. The Sun's saying when you're in this energy, which is about harmony within, there's really nothing it could stand against you. Doesn't mean it won't show itself, it won't raise its ugly head, but you can certainly shut it down because I feel like you're very, very in tuned. I'm not just going to say this month because I feel like this is something that stays with you. Okay, what else do I have here? I have the Eight of Wands and I have the Three of Swords coming out on their own, and I feel like this is talking about just being careful because what I think about, I bring about, and it's attached to the Three of Swords, and that's prior heartache, right? That's prior pain. When I think about it, bring about. Now, it doesn't mean you necessarily bring pain back to you, but it is a, I don't know. how do I want to say it? Let's just make it simple and say, just be careful what you think about. I hate to say it like that too, because I don't want to freak anyone out. Like, oh my God, I got to think about every thought. No, it's not that. But if this is talking about a relationship, you could certainly, in the back of your mind, be a little fearful of it. You know, I'm just gonna get my heart broken again. Well, probably not. Especially if, because I feel like you have evolved, and if you have evolved, your energy has evolved, and if your energy has evolved, that's what's going to match you. And again, I feel like anything that tries to stand against you, the sun says, we'll show you. Nothing can hide in the corners when the sun is here. Everything is illuminated. It's an opportunity to really, you have the beautiful energy of the Nine of Cups and the sun. So I feel like a lot of this is saying, when you can find that balance within you, and that's a little bit of what we're dealing with right now, is trying to find that balance. But when you can find that balance within you, I feel like the right people just come into your life. I do feel like someone is hoping someone from the past reemerges, and I do feel that they will. But let's go a little further. We have the Hangman. So this may say in time, right? In time. And that may be why the Nine of Cups is here, right? This is an energy that this is an energy that I'm reaching for. And I feel like some of you are in a relationship, a marriage, something like that. I feel like you've given it a long, hard thought, and I feel like you're moving out of it now. You're moving out of it. I feel like someone didn't appreciate the parts of you that are just so special. Sometimes our special, what do I want to say? Like our abilities can scare another, and therefore they can act out of fear or act out of, what I'm feeling like is there's a quality that you have that's truly unique, and I feel like someone was not seeing that. Now I feel like they saw it, but maybe they were fearful of it, because when you brought that quality out, other people see it. So it's almost like someone, I don't know, like almost like a narcissist type energy. Like, I don't want other people to see that part of you. Anyways, I feel like if that's your case, I feel like you're leaving that person, because you're moving back into the energy of you and who you are. And for some of you, as you do that, I do feel like there's someone on your mind. Can be an Aquarius. So what do we have out here? Major Arcana so far. We have the Hermit, Virgo, the Lovers, Gemini, each share Mercury. We have the Sun, Leo. We have the Star, Aquarius. We have the King of Cups, which can be water. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. And let's go deeper. Well, hello, Ace of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity that's coming into your physical world. This gives you an opportunity to change something. To begin something. Here is, it's like here is the hoping and the wishing, keeping my dream alive or bringing my dream back to the forefront. And here is the universe responding to that, giving you the opportunity. Some of you coming right over the Hermit, this is talking about a spiritual-based business. And again, that can be you can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, you can be a healer, you can be a Reiki master, you can be anything. Anything where the goal is to help those who would benefit off your wisdom. So, feels like the universe is responding to you. Keep the faith. Here it is. We have, well, hello, Ace of Cups over this King of Cups. First of all, two aces back to back. Somebody else had that too. Um, it's like money and love. Look at this. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Now, guys, you saw me shuffle the cards, right? And I pre-shuffle the cards before I even begin. Look at this. 3 aces in a row. I mean, could there be another ace under here? No, but how about the 2 of Cups? How about a soulmate energy? Okay, well, I feel this a lot in these readings when we move into the energy of the 3 of Pentacles. And that's when we're allowing our uniqueness to shine, who we are, like who we truly are, our creativity, what we bring to the table. When we allow that to shine, I feel like always, we're opening big doors. It's funny, and I'm not going to say any names, but I did a reading where, someone had wanted to get their own place, because they were living with their ex. There was nothing going on there, but she had wanted to get her own place, and now that she got her own place, all these doors opened up for her. That was her reading, anyways. They're about to open up for her. So, the true closing of doors do bring in new blessings. And I think we have to remember that. Why am I saying that? Because 2 of Cups is here. And it's coming over the 3 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this can be someone that you don't even know is admiring you. Because the 3 of Pentacles, that's what it's about. It's when you use your uniqueness, especially through your creativity. Others admire it. Now, that doesn't mean everybody does, right? Some can fear it. Some can, why? Because maybe they don't like the attention it brings upon you, whatever that may be. But this is someone who does want you to shine. This is someone who does want you to create, who appreciates what you do. This is a soulmate, and let's not, it is of love. How can it not be? We have the Ace of Cups here, and then we have the Ace of Swords coming over that 10 of Swords. Again, it's like the ability to move out of that 10 of Swords. The Ace of Swords can be about communication, truth, honesty, your truth, their truth, right? The 2 of Cups can be, I feel like with the swords, we're learning how to use the swords. We're learning how to cut what no longer serves us. Here, it's like the universe is saying, here's an opportunity to be your true self and even create out of that energy. And then here's the opportunity to move out of this 10 of Swords with the Ace of Swords. It's like the universe is responding to you. All right, let's keep going. Let's see what follows that 2 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. Excuse me. 6 of Cups. Interesting, because we also have the 5 of Cups at the end here. And the 6 of Cups is coming over the Lovers. And by the way, both sixes. 6 of Cups is about, a period, a time where I have happy memories. This can be a person. It's probably a person because it's coming over the Lovers. Someone who, when I think about, it brings a smile to my face. I feel like some of you are getting out of difficult situations, moving, your life is changing, you're moving into different avenues. Doesn't mean your whole life has to change, but I do feel there's a lot of change, especially with all the aces. But they're all good, right? Doesn't mean they're all easy, but they're all good. So, I also feel the 6 of Cups, is someone of the past. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Queen and this King attached here, King of Cups. Well, look at this. the Tower, and the Tower came in the perfect place. Some of you are handing this Tower out to someone, because this Ten of Swords, I feel like you have had enough of not being able to trust someone, enough of even just having to live in the energy of worry and fear, and maybe not even feeling good enough, that type of thing. But I feel like it's like you're finding your oats again. So I feel like this Tower is more, listen, you could have received this Tower or you're giving this Tower, but either way, the Tower feels like it needs to be here because it's bringing down the energy of the Ten of Swords, right? It's eliminating, even though it may not be easy. I feel like the moral of this story is there is change, and it is good change, but that doesn't mean it's easy to get there. Five can be a little bit of, it's kind of like a Mercury retrograde, but when you push through it, it's like the flower blooms. So, I like seeing the Tower there, to be honest. And I would not be surprised if you are handing that Tower out because of just energy where, for whatever the reason, you felt like you could not trust it. And you're probably right. We have the Three of Cups. Celebration. Look at that. 3 and 3. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like she's our intuitive queen. I feel all the queens are really intuitive. But I feel like the Queen of Wands is the one that moves according to her intuition. I feel it, I move. I do it, right? I'm inspired, I move into it. She's the go-getter, right? She doesn't, I feel like, listen, I feel like if there's someone in your life that you want to hear from again, that is from your past, don't be afraid to reach out, because I feel like that's exactly what the Queen would do. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. So maybe that's what you're thinking. Should I reach out? I just realized we have 2 9s also connected here. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. It's a love of what you do. It's a love of what you're creating. Queen of Pentacles. Listen, I know many of you are either, like, I know a lot of you do what I do, but then I know there's a thousand different aspects of it. The Queen of Pentacles' specialty is to see those details that other people miss. And I feel like this is talking about your pentacles. I really do. Like, you have that ability. Also, I feel like you have the ability, if someone's not being being upfront, I feel like you can feel it. You can now see it. Here's the question of, do I or don't I make a move? It's coming over your intuition. So deep down, I feel like you already have the answer. But I also feel like for some of you, there is someone that you're thinking of the past, and I don't know. I feel like this is a great time to reach out. Even though there's Mercury's in retrograde, look at your aces. So I feel like, or, it can be the other way around. You may be hearing from them. You may be doing something like online, and unbeknownst to you, they're kind of seeing that. You could have a YouTube channel, and it could be like someone who, though I feel like it's someone of the past, like someone you already know. Could be admiring that. Let's not forget, this is soulmate energy, and Three of Cups is giving you the ability to celebrate that. One to the floor, excuse me. 2 to the floor. We have the Nine of Swords. And then look at this. We have the High Priestess again, coming over the star, by the way. So, it's like two different energies, right? The Nine of Swords is where I feel like I'm always in the energy of worry. I feel like I'm always in the energy of things feel like doom. Things won't get better, that type of thing. The Nine of Swords can definitely move you into the area of depression, and you don't want to do that. I mean, if you can help it, right? And listen, this energy seems to be tied to the past, or let's say the current. But what I feel like what is changing for you, the Tower, even if it's difficult, it's still your friend. So, I feel like the Sun is saying, I'm going to illuminate these areas in your life that you tend to overthink. I'm going to illuminate them for you. It can be a little difficult, but I want you to see them. And I want you to see them because I don't want you to pin yourself down based on other people's opinions that really don't hold the value. Just don't hold the value. Now, I'm saying they don't hold the value. I mean, we can go the whole way back to our parents and the way, something our parents said to us, or, you know what I mean? And then it moves into relationships. I think it's about not carrying that with you, right? The Tower is like, boom, let the Tower hit, let the Tower close what it wants to close. Be willing to go through just a little bit of that uncomfortable energy, because no matter what, I feel like it's moving you into really harmonic, beautiful type energy. Remember, we're also in a universal year 5, so it asks for change. And I feel like here you are with the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Cups, allowing this change to happen. The Hermit to me is the wise one. And how did I get here? I was willing to walk through the dark, right? Maybe I was pushed through the dark, but I didn't, someone may have dragged me into the dark. But deep down, there was no way I was going to stay there. I may have stayed there for a while. But out of that energy, there is a lot you have learned when you take out like the personal insult of it. There's a lot you have learned. You may be helping others now, helping others, guiding others on their journey. And I just feel like you couldn't have done it if you haven't gone through the hardships you did. I feel like, when we have a difficult life, I do feel like as souls, we ask for it. Because we want the challenge. Our souls come here. This is like the classroom. So our souls come to Earth to learn these lessons and to become the beacon for others. So, however you got on this path, it just feels like the right way, the right path. So, let's jump back to those Nine of Swords. We want to just let them go. The Sun, is going to illuminate the things that are holding you back. And again, it can feel difficult, but if you look it right in the eye, that's when you start making the changes. And then the star coming right over, or the High Priestess coming right over the star. I feel like this is the energy of almost feeling like someone is coming into my life. And I feel like we're talking about both money and love. I do feel like this is also talking about a love for what you do. But I also feel like this is talking about love in general, with the Lovers here and the Two of Cups and other cards. So let's jump back and just say, again, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to be the one who reaches out. I just realized I got the Hangman on the bottom. I kind of want to peek. Okay, I have the Two of Wands under that. And the Hangman. So it's like, waiting for the perfect moment to emerge into this new path. Hangman, seeking wisdom on the direction I should take. Two of Wands is telling me there is a direction you want to take. You just want to, you're just you want the universe to give you confirmation. I feel like this is your confirmation right here. Okay, I want to look at a couple things. I'm not going to leave it there. You know, I also been feeling in a lot of readings that many people are meeting people through what it is they do for a living. Maybe not what you used to do, but what you do now. Or it doesn't even have to be a living. It can be like a creative avenue. Like maybe I always wanted to learn how to paint. Or I always wanted to be part of the theater. And, you know, we all have those hometown theaters. Maybe some of you are now moving towards that energy. I'm going to join that theater, even though I don't know anyone. I'm going to take that dance lesson. You know, I'm going to go to that art class. And I feel like some of you will find connections in that energy. So I like that a lot. Okay, anyway, what was I looking at? Well, I want to go back to the top line. And I want to look at all these aces. And I'm just going to go right under them all. Okay. Look at this. We started with the Ace of Pentacles. And now we have the Ten of Pentacles connected. They're connected. You know, I feel like many times we have the Ten of Pentacles, we lose the Ten of Pentacles, but it doesn't mean we can't have it again. It's just in a different way. It looks a different way. Coming right over that Hermit. Some of you wanted, I feel like some of you came here for confirmation that what you're doing in that Hermit energy, again, shining that beacon of light on others now, you want a confirmation that what you feel is really what you should be doing. And this is confirmation. Wow. So you have a lot of energy of success. Now, I can't help but notice that the Ten of Pentacles is also next to that Six of Cups. So some of you, you know, it's creating a new home with someone. I don't want you to think that you're going like, here's the Ace and boom, you go to the 10. Maybe, who knows? That's very fast moving, right? But ultimately it's showing you like the end game, the potential. Okay, I like that a lot. We have the Page of Wands coming under the Ace of Cups. You know, this can be younger energy. This can be someone at a younger time. Page of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I often feel my Page of Wands is the Fool, the one who's willing to take a chance. You know, is just willing to take a chance. He's looking right at that Ten of Pentacles. You know, like, I'm going to have that. It will be mine. And I don't mean that in a selfish way. Just, you know, first of all, the Ace of Cups is above his head, and he's looking right over, she, at the Ten of Pentacles. We have the energy of the Star also, your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. So for the Page of Wands, for some of you, I know it could be a fire sign, maybe of an earlier time, but I also feel this is the energy you're putting into something. We have the Knight of Wands. Look at that immediate progression from the Page to the Knight. Page is looking back, the Knight is looking forward. We have the Four of Swords. It's a healing process. It's a time out. The Hangman is saying that the time out was needed. The Four of Swords is allowing, you know, we have the Three of Swords here, right? With the Eight of Wands, when I think about it, bring about. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, I fear I'm going to get myself trapped in another same type of relationship or same type of job. Don't think that way. Don't think that way. Take the reins. Take the reins. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of abilities. Forget about what other people have told you. If you feel it inside, trust it, know it, and then move with it, right? Definitely move that. Time, you know, what's the time period been for? It's been very important because it was the time that allowed you to heal what you feel was broken. Now, the Four of Swords, you know, three of those swords are the heartache, right, that pierced my heart. But one sword is of my own. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is just talking about allowing yourself to take a chance, not just in love, but also in just life, in business, in your creativity, all of that. The sword says, be real to yourself, be true to yourself. And it is coming under the Two of Cups. And then we have, hello, we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, Knight of Pentacles to me is, first of all, it's a slow moving energy, no doubt. It is slow moving, but it's moving slowly with purpose. It doesn't want to, it comes at the right time. It doesn't want to come in too soon because it wouldn't serve you. It comes in the right time. It can feel like forever, right? But really, I mean, if we look at the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Tower, there is a lot of energy that had to be cleared, right? That is the past. We don't want the past. That's why we have these aces. We don't want the past to affect us in our future, in our present or our future. The wisdom of it, yes. The Hermit. You know, I went through the dark. I went through the dark night of the soul, but I found the light. I found the light, and once I seek that light, I'm telling you, you will find it. Follow it, right? Follow it home. So that anyway, Knight of Pentacles is, you know, I feel like is a guarantee that this energy is coming toward you when at the right time. Really, at the right time. I feel like, you know, the Knight of Wands coming over the Tower, it's saying that you're being inspired to do something new or to be you. You're being inspired to move according to your passions, not other people's. Don't listen to people who put limiting words on you. That's their opinion, but that's not who you are. Knight of Pentacles is your guardian angel who is, you know, I feel like is responsible for bringing these aces in. When is it coming in? After the healing period. After the healing period. I don't know. I find that beautiful. So, is there anything else I want to look at? I think I just want to take one card on this king here, who is also connected to that ace. It's funny because I do feel like for some of you, this is someone that probably was a little not a little. If you're a narcissist, you're a narcissist. But I feel like that is of the past, and I feel like they're the ones who didn't want your light to shine. However, I feel like there's someone else that does. And the Hermit, you know, it's almost like I'm reaching them through the Hermit's energy. So let's look at this king with the Ace of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. Wow. Put that 9 plus 1 ace is the 10 of Cups. I think it was important. Listen, we have our life we're living, right? We have our situations, our problems, our endeavors, our, you know, all of that, our jobs, all of that. But so does someone else, right? Whoever else is in this 2 of Cups, which, by the way, is also connected to the Lovers. That's special. Each has to get through their earthly trials and tribulations. Each of these soulmates, you know, have to get through their own, have their own growth, right? And then I feel like that's why the Knight of Pentacles is here, right? I'm bringing it to, like, it will enter your world when you are in a certain type of energy. Now, why? I have the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. When I think about it, bring about. This is the energy you want to let go of, right? This is the energy, and I do feel the energy. Some of you were attached to like a narcissist, and that is hard energy to get away from, but nonetheless, I feel like you can. It may be a fear that I'm going to bring the same thing back to me. Well, if you are following, like when you follow this reading and it's opening up as the Hermit, it's telling you, you know, what energy would best suit you to bring in your true hopes and dreams. So I also feel this Nine of Cups may be about two people who needed maybe to free themselves, to get to the energy of the Nine of Cups, harmony within, joy. You know, it's the understanding that it's not about someone else making me happy, it's me, right? And I can tie that back to you following your these callings that you have. And some of you, it can be very simple, like take a painting class, start jogging. You know, I feel like you do something, join something, and then you're connected with soulmate energy. And I don't feel it's just going to be love. I feel like it's soulmate energy, period. It's energy where people appreciate you for what you bring to the table. So, Virgo, I mean, what a reading. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and then the Two of Swords. Before I let you go, and by the way, over the Lovers now I have the Six of Cups and also the Ten of Pentacles. But I just want to look at that. We have the Ten of Wands. Interesting. We have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting how they're heading in different directions. Ten of Wands is looking at the past. It's like the Ten of Wands is looking at this Three of Swords. This could talk about a prior relationship that it itself needed time to heal or grow, expand. Each person, you know, was in a growing period. You know, I also feel for some of you, this is talking about a period in your life where you were under a lot of heavy responsibilities, but not all those responsibilities were yours to carry. So it's letting go of some of that, right? It's letting go. I also like the Ten of Wands coming over the Nine of Pentacles because I feel this is your lessons and then you teaching others. Two Pentacles with that Seven of Swords. You know, you ask yourself the question, what if I do this, right? What if I do reconnect? What will it be? The Four of Pentacles says that depends on you. That depends on your foundation. Four of Pentacles wants you to start with that strong foundation and build it upon that. Some of you, I feel like there's someone of the past that you already have that foundation with, but then life pulled you in different directions, and you know it can be painful, it can hurt, but often I feel like you're meant to, because you're meant to have your own experiences and then perhaps come back together. It could certainly talk about past lives too, the energy of just that feeling of someone. Okay. Just not quite ready to let it go yet. Let's see what the what your intuition is telling you. Matter of fact, let's use a different deck. So we have fresh energy. We'll use a crystal vision. I want to see, because I feel like your intuition is speaking here. Can't remember if I pre-shuffled these. So we'll give them a couple shuffles. One more. And again, I'm going to look at the Star and the High Priestess. with the Knight of Pentacles above it. I can't ignore that. Again, guardian angel energy. I feel like it's a guarantee. Listen, it's a guarantee that something's coming very beneficial to you, whether that be emotionally, financially, or all of the above. But first, certain action has to happen, right? Because the Tower is before it. So the ending of certain things, whether I do it myself, the universe does it, understanding, don't get stuck in that energy of the Tower, move through it. And I guarantee you, because as you move through it, you go through the Four of Swords energy. That's the healing period. And then this Knight shows up. It's like, boom, here we go. Anyway, okay. Let's look. I don't know if I cut these. Let me cut them real quick. Let's look. The High Priestess, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Empress. We have the Three of Wands. That's my perspective on life. This is an optimistic viewpoint. I'm not worried about where I end up. I want to create from this moment on. From this very moment on. The Empress, I already know it's many of you becoming this Empress energy. And, the Empress energy is not hard. She's not hardened by life. Maybe she was, but she's overcome that. The Empress is the collective wisdom of all the queens. She is soft, gentle, nurturing, loving, but she's also strong. She knows what it is she wants. She receives epiphanies and then moves according. It's like the apple is falling right on her head, right? And to me, it just feels like an epiphany, like epiphanies, maybe epiphany after epiphany. The Empress is about giving birth to your creativity, and that is where you'll shine. 3 and the 3. But that moves you into very optimistic energy. It's the opposite of that 9 of Swords. And then, hello, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Again. So, this is where a lot of you are moving. I feel like it's through your own creative house that opens up the world to you in the best of ways, right? When I am true to me, this is when soulmate energy comes it finds me. Knight of Pentacles says you don't even have to look for it. It's just going to find you. That's what the aces are representing. This is an energy that you can either trust it or you can not. But Mother Mary says, have faith. So let's get into that now. I feel like we can't get any better. But we're coming through the Empress's energy. Remember that. So it's us giving birth to these epiphanies, these ideas, the signs. We're following them. It's our viewpoint of the world. Maybe at one time it was tainted, but now it's optimistic. I trust that I can have what it is that I want, as long as I'm willing to put my focus upon it. I don't feel like anything's just a miracle. It can feel like miracles, but it's really your energy and where you decide to focus. We're going to leave that there, and let's read the Mother Mary's card. I don't know what it is about this time of year. I don't know. I've told you many times, like, I wish I knew astrology, but I really don't. Not well enough where I can, advise anyone on it. But I feel like there's something going on, like within the universe that is opening up a lot of new things for not just Virgo, but for all signs. It feels very, I don't know. I mean, we just had the harvest moon. So maybe we're going to start harvesting the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Nine of Pentacles. That's success within your career. if you came here for confirmation in that, boom, there it is, right? The Empress, trust what you receive. It's like your guides are saying, we're sending you the signs. We're sending you even these aces that allow you then to give birth to perhaps a whole new different world. Three of Wands, believe it to be so. Okay, faith. The question that you're asking involves a situation that is testing your faith. Nonetheless, this card indicates that more faith is needed. Everything will resolve itself in a divinely ordered way over time, even if presently no solutions are in sight. Prayers are often answered in unexpected ways, as will be the case for this situation. Leave it in the hands of God, who, in his infinite wisdom, already knows how to resolve everything. God, Mother Mary, and the angels can see your future, and it is bright. Have faith, dear one, so that you can enjoy each precious moment on your pathway to your beautiful tomorrow. Wow, how fitting. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. And I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. As always, I want to thank you for everything, just for allowing me to be me, sticking with me, your comments, everything. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your donations. I think your donations this time I'm going to give to my daughter because she's she's in a tight situation. So I'll probably pass them to her. I just want you to know that. I'd like you to know what I do with your donations, where they go. I always use them. I always put them back into the business somehow. But this time I feel like maybe I'll give them to my daughter to help ease her mind a little bit. So, anyways, I thank you all. I love you all, and I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.